Mayor Cox, hope you all work with him because he need help. And if you all not passing bills or things that need to be passed, because the city of Greenwood is a big city, but there are only a few people living here. And if you all not working with him, you're not working for the people. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions?
No, have a seat.
Thank you, sir. Now, leave me alone.
Kayla McClennan, she's our dog catcher, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's the animal control officer.
Animal control officer, okay. Right. All right, my bad. I'm going to let Mayor Cox speak on her part right now. She's not here.
Officer McClendon cannot be with us today. She wanted to put this in the case study, for the council to overlook, to try to clean up some of the city ordinance due to the fact of we have an influx of various animals in our community that doesn't adhere to the ordinance. So we want to make sure that we'll update our ordinance to make sure that we're in compliance with taking care of the proper animals. She provided information for each council member to overlook and see if could we update the ordinances.
We will probably put this on the study agenda. I do want you all to look at it because, there are animals that we don't have, and even in my neighborhood right now, we got fox in our neighborhood. I see, where my mom lives, she on her Ring doorbell every night she see two foxes. So definitely, I think that's a good ordinance for us to look at and study. Okay.
Mr. President, did we put enough money in animal control for this upcoming year? I know they've been short of revenue every year with a lot of animal stuff they out there, that dog catching. I can't remember what we put in that line item. Did we increase that line item from your car? You know?
Not that much.
We might want to look at increasing that line item in the near future then. Some of the revenue, they can have something to work with that there.
Okay.
Thanks, President.
All right. Ashley Farmer, Department of Revenue.
I'm back. So from the time I was with y'all last time, I'm a designated marketing organization, and there's like 36 in the state. And so you may have gotten a resolution from Don. We've had a lobbyist for 2 years trying to get Airbnb, VRBO, those short-term rentals, to pay that special levy tax that I'm supported by hotel and restaurants, 1% tax. So they finally got it through. The legislation has passed it. And so, like in my bill, it says my hotel is quoted as 10 or more rooms. So this is overriding that the Department of Revenue is on board with this, but they need you all to sign this saying that the city agrees that 1 or more rooms can be available for collecting that tax. So the Department of Revenue can enforce this tax collection. Am I saying all that right, Don?
You are.
So that's
It basically falls in the resolutions on the agenda.
Yeah,
Okay?
and there's 17 VRBOs or an Airbnb, small short-term rentals since I last checked. I think that's the county, but it will. Y'all already get the sales tax. They're just putting that 1% tourism tax on them,
which come back to the city also.
The 1% goes to me. The 7% goes to the city. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Next we have Darwin Green. Oh, I missed that. Yep.
Skip some, brother.
I'll skip one. Go ahead, Darwin.
I placed in front of you all desk approval letter trying to approve getting the garbage truck front end loader for the public department. This is the first step in us trying to achieve this. It's between $300,000 and $400,000 for the truck. It's not saying the truck don't cost that, but that's a range we're going in for a front load truck. And this is like the first step for us getting started. Anything over $75,000. So we have to start this process first, getting an approval letter from you all. Y'all approval to put it in Greenwood Commonwealth for 2 weeks consecutively. After 2 weeks, then we run a week of this. See anybody going to bid on it. Then we go through the bidding process. But this is something we definitely need. We only have one front loader truck at the time that's running. The other one is in the shop. So we losing business because we're not picking the garbage on the schedule. We lost, I think, 7 businesses already to Waste Pro because the garbage is not being picked on a timely basis with the front loader. And this would definitely help out with us getting this. But this is the first step in us trying to get this done. Because we don't want to lose any more revenue as far as picking up garbage.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions?
Well, President,
Yes, sir.
this is a letter going to the Commonwealth because it's to start the bid process. What you talking?
No, that letter right there is for y'all approval. Once y'all approve the letter, approve me to put in added the paper, then I'm gonna write a letter with everything on it. This is just approval letter, give y'all permission from the council to run the ad in the Greenwood Commonwealth.
Okay. So this price you got on here, meant from $300,000 to $450,000. That's the average price for a funny
Well, basically between $300,000 and $450,000. I'm not saying that's going to be the price. It could be $330,000, maybe $350,000 or $400,000. I have a couple bids already. I mean, a couple estimates already. They run from $338,000 to $409,000, $450,000.
So the last one we purchased, who do we purchase that one from on the bid process?
To my knowledge, that's sure, but we haven't purchased a front loader since, I think it was 2020, something like that. But I think it came from Ingram Equipment. That was a Mac. It came from Ingram Equipment.
Are they put a standard warranty we were looking for too?
No, I'm gonna put that in the price of it. But this is we don't have any warranties on it. It comes with a 1-year warranty, 100,000 miles each truck. But we get a warranty, we got to buy into a warranty. And I got a separate quote for the warranty.
For the warranty?
Correct.
All right, no problem. Thank you, Mr. Green.
Y'all have any more questions?
No. Do we need to approve that letter now?
Yes. But once this is approval, let us say, hey, you guys approve us to put the ad in paper.
Oh, yeah, we definitely I am on board with it. So I know you need equipment. So yeah. So
I think we're all on board.
yeah, all on board with that. So
We don't meet again until October 7th after this meeting, so and I can have a resolution putting into writing what y'all do today, but I think a verbal approval with time, sounds like you said it, time is of the essence.
Right.
To approve going ahead with the advertising process.
I have a question.
yes.
Okay, I know you said 1-year warranty, right? So you gonna look at extended warranty?
I got prices for all that.
Okay.
I get you. You want to see it?
Well, like you said, this is just the first step. I'm sure we're going to come back with all that information. So let's start this first step of just putting it in the paper. It's just good with the council. And I'm sure going to be many, many more questions asked along the way.
This is basically just saying that the council approves us putting it in the paper to run the ad for 2 weeks. But it's not saying the price of anything like that. But I know from what I spoke to the people that each truck comes with a year warranty or 100,000 miles.
Okay.
But it's best to get another standard warranty for the chassis, especially with the motor and things like that.
Okay.
If it's okay with you, I think it'd be appropriate to have a motion putting that, to authorize an ad.
You need to do that right away.
Correct.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah.
For a front end loader.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we need equipment ASAP.
Equipment bad.
Yep. So Chair, entertain a motion.
I saw more President.
Motion been made in second to put it.
Last time y'all brought that truck here, if anybody bids, do we get to see those trucks? I'm not that big of an expert in those trucks, but they look like that last one they bought. He had a lot of good points about that thing. But if anybody else bids on it, they bring a truck here for us to look at it, so we can kind of start comparing them a little bit. I really like that last truck we had.
Yeah, the last one that was from Covington, it's like 400 that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can talk to them about it. See, the truck we get that can
If
actually.
they really want the business, they would probably.
Oh yeah.
Let us look at it.
Oh yeah, I can make that happen. That's no problem with that.
I would like to see them because I was really impressed with that last one that guy brought. It makes maybe better looking than this. It's just kind of.
Yeah, that one came like from this Covington equipment, and that was a good one. But
and the guys that drive those things and fool with them, they can spot a rat. It's not really a good truck, and I'd like to hear some of their input too.
Okay, yeah.
They drive them every day.
Yeah, that's why I had them out there when we did the thing. Let them look at it and see how it works and everything.
They kicked all the tires and scratched the stiff. I was impressed with that. They liked it. That's good.
Okay. Anything else?
All right. All in favor? Opposed the same sign. Motion carried. All right. Madeline Kirk, Junior Auxiliary.
Hi, my name is Madeline Kirk. I'm the president of the Junior Auxiliary of Greenwood, and I'm here today to propose a swing set replacement at, this says Clerico, but it was supposed to say Little Red Park. It's not that big of a deal. I have some renderings. We're hoping to replace the swing set that's at Little Red Schoolhouse Park right now. It's in really rough shape. I don't know if any of you have driven by it recently. So I've got a couple pictures if anybody's interested in seeing those. The project is going to be relatively expensive, around $25,000, but we are willing to cover the cost of the swing set. The only thing that we ask from the city is that we can release the liability of that swing set if y'all are okay with it. So that JA is no longer liable for the swing set. It has, the one that we've had priced has 4 belt seats, an infant bucket seat, a full bucket seat, and a molded bucket seat for 2 to 5-year-old children. Emily Roush Elliott with Delta Design Build has quoted the installation price, and a company called Moonshot Recreation out of Jackson is who's priced the equipment for us. Does anybody have any questions?
And anytime something donated, but we all sign
I know. So that price includes the installment and everything?
Yes. So the cost of the swing set itself is about $9,000, and then the rest of it goes to like labor, overhead, concrete, dirt, anything that Delta Design Build needs in order to properly remove the current swing set and replace with the new swing set.
I'm thrilled. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay.
I appreciate what the Junior Auxiliary does. Y'all just always pick some kind of project that kind of put a little lipstick on Greenwood, and appreciate y'all doing that.
The reason we chose Little Red is because we did donate the giant piece of playground equipment that's there currently, and I would love to help clean that up and get it in a little bit better working order as well. So we hope to really focus in on that and continue to beautify and help that park. Because every time I drive by, there's tons of people there, and I know it gets a lot of use. So.
Sounds great.
Everybody uses it too.
Yes, yeah, it's a great central location for a lot of people.
Okay. Thank you. I guess what you need, a signature from us to mail.
I don't know, Don. What do I need?
Yeah, we've done this before with Junior Auxiliary, where we accept a donation and pretty much release them of liability. I'll need to go back and look, and I can have a resolution for the next meeting.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Okay.
It's in our part.
Okay.
Next on the public agenda, Dr. Margie Pulley.
Thank you, Mayor and Councilman.
How you doing, Dr. Pulley?
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
I come with no prepared speech. I come, the mayor has requested and a resolution appointing me to the hospital board. I come with a resume of work and a resume of success. I am a lifelong resident of Browning, Greenwood, Browning. I graduated high school Amanda Elsie, Jackson State University, and Delta State University with master's, specialist, and doctorate degrees. I have spent my entire career in education. I started as a 19-year-old student teacher at Greenwood High School. And I worked my way all the way through, from student teacher to teacher, to assistant principal, to principal of Threadgill School, to assistant superintendent, interim superintendent, and superintendent of Greenwood Public School District. I worked in Greenwood 38 years. As superintendent under my watch, Greenwood was successful for 3 consecutive years. That was not heard of in the Mississippi Delta at the time that I was superintendent. I retired in September 2012, and my husband had retired, and we were supposed to do, I guess, what retired folks do. But I was at home for 2 weeks, and I got a call from the Mississippi Department of Education asking that I would serve as the conservator in Oktibbeha County Schools. And I had just retired, and hers says that you have to be out 90 days before you can do anything. And he called and he said, "Oh, that's right, Marge, I forgot. Hold on, I'll call you back in 10 minutes. And he called me back in 10 minutes and said that I've got someone that's going to go in there in October. You can come in January. And from January 2013 until June 2015, I served as the superintendent and the school board in Oktibbeha County. The state had taken over Oktibbeha County schools. And when you take over, it's a challenge, a real challenge, because there are a lot of things wrong in the district. But Oktibbeha was a little bit different, and they were seeking to be consolidated with Star. So we worked, and I say we, because I had to work with the people that were there. You can't do this work by yourself. And we very successfully consolidated Oktibbeha County with Starkville in 2015. When I left there, Starkville was rated a C, and Oktibbeha County was rated a C. The state's goal is for every school and every district to be rated at least a C. We reached that goal. I thought I was through. I came home June 30th. And 2 weeks later, the state took over Tunica County School District. And everybody knows the story behind Tunica. That was the second takeover of Tunica. So I went into Tunica, and I stayed in Tunica from July 2015 until last year, June 30, 2024. COVID hit, and you know the story. But before you can come out of conservatorship, you must have a C rating at least 5 years in a row. I didn't say C, D, CCC. You got to have CCCCC to even be considered. But we went above and beyond. When I left Tunica last year, I'm proud to say Tunica had been a B 3 consecutive years. And I can tell you now, they're going to be a B next week when this accreditation ratings come out. Everything was put in place. And since last year, I've been working in school districts across the state, helping them to succeed. They listen. I work with them because you have to understand when the state takes over, you're it. I had no board that I could say, well, you know, I didn't make that decision. The board did. It was all on me. The budget, the curriculum, federal programs, academics, everything hit me. And we were very successful. But we were very successful because we did, somebody asked me last night when I had a presentation, what's the best strategy? Y'all want me to tell you what the best strategy is for anything? It's WORK. You got to put in the work. And you have to set a standard of excellence. And wherever I've been and whatever I've done, I've tried to set that standard of excellence. And it started with me. So I am here today hoping that you would consider the appointment of the mayor. Thank you so very much, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Well, President.
Yes, sir.
I don't have a question, Dr. Pulley, though, but I have a question with how we arrive at this appointment here, the process, though. You know, we sent several names to the county, Not saying Ms. Pulley do an outstanding job she would do, but we sent several names to the county president, and we never received anything back from the county. And also, we had several names. Also, we had them put on the study agenda. And now all of a sudden, we got a name to vote on that. Not saying they get back by Ms. Pulley. She did an outstanding job, probably what she got. But the process to where we arrive at this name, that's why I got a problem with President. And I think we should have been informed. We should have that the county had made a selection, not the city.
Thank you, Dr. Pulley.
They didn't give us the process of selecting a name, and it's a joint appointment. I think it's not just a one-side appointment. How in the world did the county make this appointment, and we hadn't had no input on it? We sent several names to them. President, were you aware of that, President?
No, I wasn't. I take that back. I was aware that we had sent names over there. They took it upon themselves to vote in Dr. Pulley. So we hadn't taken it upon ourselves, I guess, to vote in anyone. So now I guess there's an opportunity to vote your choice today. And that's the only thing. Mel, you got any questions for that? Answers for that?
Based on the conversation that we had, it was contingency of the county. The county supervisor had a conversation about various options. They put two names in front of me, and I felt like she was the better option. Everything she's touched been gold. So that's why I chose her name as the appointee for the city, and I brought it to the board.
I have no problem with that, Mel Cox, but I have a problem with the process again, Mel. We sent several names to the county, and we never heard an response on the names from the county. And there's been several names put out there, and this was on the study agenda. Like we should have been notified that the name that the county selected. I found this out when I looked at my agenda on Friday. Not saying anybody before she make a good candidate, but again, Mel, we should have had a little more communication and dialogue on this here, and we didn't know.
I can't speak about the names. I can't speak about the names that was given prior to my administration. There was a vacancy, and I just provided a name that was available.
Right, no problem.
I have a question.
Yes, sir, Ms. Jennings.
Quite qualified, you all.
Sure, qualified.
Very educated. But the years that I've been here, 32 years, on the school board, we would invite you over to come and update us on what's going on in the public school. We were neglected like a red-headed stepchild. You just never came to us to tell us what's going on in the school system. Y'all right? And we felt like that flow between it's the Greenwood Public School, this is Greenwood City Council. We all have known. What's the good news over there? You told me all your good news here, but what was the good news with ours?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I served as assistant superintendent under Dr. S. Daniels. And at the time the requests were made to him, I was not superintendent of schools. I was not the superintendent.
Well, whoever representative was, they were not sent over here to let us know what's going on.
But I was not the superintendent under.
You don't like to read in the paper. You like to see where it's headed sometimes.
Well, I like to talk, so there's no issue. I would have been glad to tout anything that we were doing in Greenwood, because we were every school district in the Mississippi Delta during my tenure as superintendent wanted to be and do what Greenwood was doing. And that's just an absolute fact. I shied away from no controversy. I've been in this county a long time.
But you got a good story, but I've never heard it other than from you and in the papers and stuff.
And I used to read about me every Sunday morning, and I would say, "Oh my God, why are they writing this kind of stuff?" But that's neither here nor there. I kept the focus, Mr. Jennings, on what the priority was, and that was teaching and learning. Because if I had gotten down in the gutter, like some folk were trying to take me at that time, I would not have been successful. And I didn't do that. I took the high road.
Yeah, I just thought, we as a body could probably sometimes give advice or knowing what was going on. There's some pretty sharp minds at this table, and But we like to be involved in the school system. They're educating our children, and we kind of know what we wanted, a cordial relationship between the school board. It was like it was in Little Rock, Arkansas.
I'm gonna still say, at the time that I was superintendent, you gotta remember, I worked in this district the whole time, and I served in a subordinate role too. But at the time I was superintendent, I touted everything Greenwood Public Schools had, didn't do, wanted to do. We were begging. I put signs out all over Greenwood, creating student success. And I called, excuse me, I called it. Because I had folks saying, we are not successful. We were successful according to the Mississippi Department of Education. And everybody clamped down on that. They are not successful. Well, what do you do? And we were doing it. And we caught it. But you know what? That's been, 25? That's been 12 years ago. But you know what? I'm finna tell something else. I'm not the superintendent now. But I got a son that's superintendent. Hey, y'all support him. Get out and support him. That school district needs support. And it doesn't just need the mama supporting it. It needs all of y'all sitting around this table making the decisions to support that young man. And he's catching it.
That's what
now, y'all, I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate. Now, you open this door, but I'm passionate about it. I am.
But you know,
education is important to me. I learned that from my mama, Miss Claudine Brown. And guess what? I took care of her, Johnny. If I had to say anything that I'm proud of, I took care of my mama. And for 81.5 years, she was at my house. I worked every day, every single day. I drove 95 miles in the morning and 95 in the evening and came home and took care of my mama. So I have done what I'm supposed to do. Y'all go any way you want to. And I rest my case.
Mr. Powell has a question.
I work with Dr. Fuller in the school system.
You have a question?
Yeah.
She finna leave the free number thing.
Okay.
If you have a question.
Dr. Fuller?
Ask her a question because
I work with you in the school system. And she was a great superintendent. I remember she got her PhD, and I've been offered many times. We talked, and as I worked there with her, I enjoyed the work. And I appreciate her. We have many conversations. At times, she was superintendent, and she was very adamant about taking care of the school and the employees. And there was employees that wasn't doing what they're supposed to do. She worked with them to get them on track. Instead of firing them, she worked hard with them. So I work with her now. Please, I should be in the school superintendent.
Okay.
And I asked instead that if she's selected to be on the hospital board, my recommendation is that she will do a great job and be successful like the school system will.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Fuller. We have dilapidated property. Ms. Dorsey is here for dilapidated property.
How doing this afternoon?
Something I know we got a lot of work to do on.
We do.
Do some kick. We haven't had dilapidated property in a while, you all.
Right. That's why I came today.
Okay.
We don't have anything on the agenda today, but I think there was a lag in the transition between Ms. Stigler and Mr. Russell. We had several properties that there was supposed to be notices sent out for. They kind of got lost in the shuffle. And of course, we cannot have adjudication hearings unless code enforcement sends out the notices. I have gone back and I have gotten a list of those properties that were not noticed. Met with Mr. Russell and provided just a kind of strategy of what needs to be done so that we can start moving forward. So we do have a plan to have properties on the list for October. We cannot have them today because we cannot do it without the proper notice.
Right.
The council cannot take any action, and any action that we take will be null and void. But I think with us getting together now, we met today.
Yes.
We got our list.
Oh, yeah.
We know what we need to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we're ready to move forward. So we just wanted to update the council so that you all know that dilapidated property is not being neglected, but with the transition, we did have to kind of do some things a different way to make sure we can move forward.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions?
We got some of the slipping away.
Which meeting is you on?
Yeah, but it wasn't by
Which
his.
meeting are we
The third,
the first meeting of the month,
the second meeting of the month, sorry.
the second meeting of the
Yes.
month.
With the turnover in personnel, I'm having to train some more individuals to do dilapidated properties. And me and the mayor has been really kind of working on this. I've been out trying to catch up on the garbage situation, and we've done really well on that. Thanks to Darwin and the crew, we're moving along. In less than 10 days, we're making waves. So we're going to have it. We're going to have it. Just kind of be patient. Just be a little patient. It's going to take a minute for me to get my people trained the way I want them trained.
Okay.
And we got some people with police powers coming on. We're going to do what we need to do. I'm having to sort through files, and I don't want to be, like I told her, I'm having to sort through files and not be redundant. And a lot of this stuff that we're looking at, a lot of it's been less, been neglected and left amok. So right now I'm trying to sort it out. I'm about 8 days on it, but 10 days, 12 days on it. So, but we're going to have it done. I'm going to run the crew, and we're going to get it done.
And I will say there is of course you all know there's a part that code enforcement does, and then there's a part that the attorney does. And even though there's a part that he needs to do, I provided the forms, and I'm willing to assist him with like the first batch of it to make sure that everybody knows what to do, because even before Mr. Russell came in, I went to code enforcement, and there was no one to actually do the code enforcement side of what needs to be done to get these properties on the agenda. So I'm willing to step outside of my lane a little bit to make sure we can get it going, and we can get everybody where they need to be.
Mr. President.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, what about garbage? What are you helping with garbage?
Part of code enforcement is trash, and making sure that the trash is, that the individual owners, neighborhoods, being neatly kept. Yeah. So I'm having to. It's something that you can't just put one finger on, because we had a big turnover. I wish I could have been here probably about a month before I came on. Got to know a little bit more, about the situation, but I take on the challenge. So it's a learning process. We're gonna be all right.
Turnover.
We're gonna be all right. Yeah, well, that's part of it. People move on to bigger and better things, so they, But we got a good team. We working. We got a good team. I love it.
Question.
Yes, sir.
We got everybody on board, and by the radio station over there, that grass is growing back up on that radio station.
Yes, sir.
I call a guy in Hattiesburg. He's a bondsman down there. His thing needs to be back up. And several people you can drive down the street at night and see the rats running across.
Yes.
I just don't think that's a good, healthy thing across the street from a park.
Yes.
And where people live. And it's another thing too, that tower out there is supposed to have a red light on it.
Yes, sir.
About 30 years ago in Clarksdale, an airplane flew into the tower and flew into someone's home and killed everybody in the house.
Right.
I don't know why airplane coming in my back door.
I know, right?
That thing is can be up to $1,500 a day. I'm not getting that light fixed.
If you can touch bases with me.
I don't know if that comes under that, but that's FAA.
Yeah.
And I've talked to several people, and they don't even know to call to get the light fixed.
Well, there's a placard on the side of that tower that you can call.
and I've worked with towers.
Here, go out there, go some snakes out there.
No, sir, they ain't gonna bite you. Don't worry about it. But we're gonna
I ain't gonna give him a chance.
If you get with me, Mr. Jennings, I'm gonna try to take care of that. I'm gonna put it on the list of things that we gotta get done. But thus far, like I said,
Just for the safety and well-being of the constituents of Greenwood.
understood. And that's all that matters right there.
Part of our code of this whole thing that y'all do.
Yes, I got a big
Clean up a
plan.
house, because it's a threat to the health, well-being of the citizens.
I appreciate it.
That's over the door.
Yeah, but just get with me. I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
mind.
with you.
All right.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
He gonna get with him, brother.
I love it. I welcome the challenge.
Any more questions before we move along? All right. Okay. Well, we look forward to hearing from you all and moving forward with this and helping our town to get cleaned up. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank
That's
you
what
all.
matters right there.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Number 4, we have nothing. Number 5 is routine items agenda. Under that, we have the consent agenda. Do we have any question under the consent agenda today?
Or President,
Yes, sir.
one question back to Dr. Klein. Did we ever get those two bills separated? We didn't vote on last time, Ms. Vicky. And then claim we had some we missed last time and supposed to put them back on the claim. We had that separate broke down on the bill and paying them
They were actually paid.
all the pay. So we
Everything was
them.
paid.
Okay.
Y'all just didn't see it.
Okay.
Because it was on letterhead instead of legal when she sent it to us.
So they are showing on the claim this much for
Yes, sir.
the record.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. No, thank you, President.
Okay. If not, Chair, entertain a motion to adopt the consent agenda in a block.
I so move, President.
Second.
Motion been made and been seconded. We have any further? All in favor, right hand, please. Opposed, the same sign. Motion carried. Routine items agenda number 1, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Greenwood, Mississippi, overriding the mayor's veto of the resolution approving the facility management agreement with Karen Birds for the management of the card center. Chair, entertain a motion.
I so move, President.
I have a question. Okay. Looking at this with the Karen Bird. Now, it's my understanding that the mayor dismissed her. So y'all went back and decided to hire her again, right? And so right now y'all overriding the mayor veto. Make it clear, Vicky, I'm not voting for this. Because I know this is not right. This is not right. I think the Justice Department need to come in here. Because this is not the way you do things. Because I can never think of a time somebody lost their job and got hired back with it. Period. And it's disrespect to the mayor. And I'm not voting for it. Put me down.
Okay.
I'm not voting for it.
I didn't even know the mayor vetoed anything to override it. So, I never
Okay.
saw a veto.
Read what it says.
Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Chair, entertain a second. Mr. McCoy.
I put a motion on, President.
Okay, I second.
All right. Motion been made and second. Any further? All in favor, right hand, please. Opposed, the same sign. Motion carried.
But President,
Yes, sir.
I think it was 5-1. It take 5 to override the veto, correct?
It's a 2/3 vote.
Okay. But President, what on this car center, President? I have a question, President.
Okay.
Brought to my attention that the car center was rented out. Was it rented out Saturday? I don't know. Someone was using the car center on Saturday. Remember what the car center rented out Saturday? If you know them, or someone used it without getting a contract or anything on it.
Not that I know of.
Yes, you do know about it.
It happened Saturday, I would think. President, you were there, President?
Agree to disagree.
No.
Yeah, I was aware of it.
Yes, because Karen Burris asked Cynthia Stansel, and she said she was going through the mayor to rent the Carl Center for her mother-in-law.
I'll look into it.
What's that?
I'll look into it.
Well, no, we know what happened because it was told, and city workers were over here Saturday getting time and a half cleaning up the Carl Center, and it was rented out.
But I was under the impression they rented out to Ms. Bird. But I'll look into it.
Because there was no contract.
Well, I'm telling you what
There was no contract.
I'm telling you my understanding. I'll look into it.
Okay.
Well, Well, she wouldn't talk to Karen, nor would she sign a contract or give a deposit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's what she said.
Yes, ma'am.
And Karen tried her best to get up with her to get the proper information. And you said that you said we couldn't have city workers clean the Carl Center, but yet they were over there Saturday.
Okay. I'll look into it.
Is that the truth?
I'll look into it.
You know the truth.
Mr. President,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
it would be a train wreck if Dyke Glenn's kinfolks were getting married and they were all saying it was going to be at the Carl Center, and all of a sudden somebody else said, "No, we got it." It has to go through one channel, as it is right now, to schedule, or it could be a total embarrassment to somebody to plan a wedding, send out invitations, and then somebody just walk in and say, "No, we got it. We having a party, a birthday party for my mom." It would be, it'd be embarrassing.
I don't think it would be.
Oh, it wouldn't.
If you follow rules
I
and
can see your
regulations.
point. I see your
If you follow
point.
rules and regulations.
Yeah, they could just
follow.
Okay, all right, Ms. Glenn, if you want the floor, I'll give it to you when he finishes. But this talking cross or another, we're not gonna start that today.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't start talking across.
Okay. Right, I understand. Okay.
President.
All right.
She had the floor out. President, so I guess the mayor saying he wasn't aware if it was been rented out or how we did it in. Cause I do know we had several employees that been renting that building. Now I know Chief Bank rented it out for his birthday party and paid full price for it. And several people paid full price for it. But you're going to check into it to see what happened, what slipped on it, I guess. Or something they had to slip up somewhere. Because a contract wasn't signed on it. So you would, Mayor, let us know what's going on when you find out deep details on it.
So, President,
Ms. Powell.
Since the stencil, right? I know her, right? For her to go over there and use that building without no one permission or with some permission, it's kind of strange because my understanding is, knowing her, she wouldn't went over there and use that building without permission. You know, so I'm curious what happened. I would feel.
I will look into it.
Ms. Cookster?
Also find out how she got in the building since it was locked.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, President.
Okay. All right, thank y'all. Number 2, a resolution of the City Council of Greenwood, Mississippi, appointing Dr. Margie Pulley to the Greenwood LeFleur Hospital Board of Commissioners.
I make that motion.
Second.
Motion been made and been second. Any further? All in favor, right hand, please. Pose the same sign.
Let me add to the record, President. The process for that was done wrong, President.
Okay. End up a tie because Mr. Palmer is not here today. So
she can be brought down.
Okay. All righty. Any further on that? But you said we can bring it back up once we have a full board.
Well, it's a tie vote.
It's a tie vote.
One a rejection.
Okay. Okay. Number 3, a resolution of the City Council of Greenwood, Mississippi, confirming the appointment of Darwin Green as Director of Public Works. All right, no motion and so no second, so that can be brought back up too today.
I'll look into that.
Okay. All right. Number 4, a resolution of the City Council of Greenwood, Mississippi, recognizing and implemented the updated definition of hotel for the purpose of special levy tax collection on a short-term rentals and third-party facilitators as provided in Senate Bill 2805, 2025 regular session. That's what Ms. Hatcher was talking about.
I so move, President.
Second.
All right, motion been made and been second. All in favor, right hand. Pose the same sign. Motion carried. Okay, this dog ordinance is going on the study agenda. Animal control ordinance. I'm sorry. Probably gonna have a resolution. If you have any question, bring them back with you at the meeting, first meeting in October. And the second meeting, we'll probably have a resolution for it. Is that okay with everybody? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, Mr. McCoy.
President, we had the public hearing yesterday, and we voted on the budget yesterday.
Right.
I was looking for a resolution on that too, so we can get that approved today, since we already voted on it yesterday. Was our attorney aware of that?
No, he wasn't aware of it.
We went ahead and voted on it yesterday. So I guess we need a resolution on that showing that we already approved the budget for 2025-26 for the upcoming year.
I just need the information.
Yeah, we voted on it. I guess Mayor Clark was our secretary yesterday.
Yeah,
I think he took the notes.
and we need to put that in the minutes too, also, Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody voted for the budget.
The budget.
Yeah.
Just need to get it up for the record.
And I'll have a resolution referencing that was approved on the 15th.
15. From yesterday. Yesterday about 4 o'clock. Everybody was here when it. Everybody was here. I was present, I think. I'm president. Everybody present.
Everybody was present.
Mr. Gentleman.
Johnny wasn't here. That's right.
Yeah, Johnny wasn't here.
Johnny was not here. Yeah. Okay.
Everybody voted on it also, except Johnny. He wasn't here.
Okay. Any other questions coming before the council today? Meeting adjourned.